Hello lovely people, I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. I'm going to spam you today. Sorry, you don't have to watch them. There's loads of things that I want to join in with. And so I've decided to do several, hopefully shorter videos. But we'll see how we go. A lot of these I've seen on other people's channels, like Candy at Candy's Crafty Creations and Maggie at Journaling with Maggie. The first one is called JJ Sketches, and people seem to have been doing this for ages, but I've tracked it down, and it's hosted by Trish at Crafting Whimsy, and there's an image with a design for something for your junk journal, a sketch. This has been going for ages and I've only just caught on. Anyway, this week's one was a card with something over the top and a scalloped piece and a banner and a star, and this is what I did for it. I was then, and I followed it. I mean, I don't like stars particularly, but I followed it, and this is what I came up with. And then I thought I'd do another one, and I noticed people weren't exactly sticking to the design, they were just using it for guidance. So this is the second one I did, and we still have the scalloped edge, but it doesn't go right down. It goes right down to the bottom. And instead of a star, I used this flower, and then I thought I'd use the banner as a belly band. So that's what I then came up with. And now, quickly, I want to do one that fits in this flippy flappy pocket. So I've prepared everything. I want it to be a journaling card, so I've got a piece of music paper that I've just backed with some card that I've stuck on, and I've inked both sides. So the first thing I think I need to do is to stick down my scalloped piece. Here it is. Here's the glue. This isn't straight, but actually it's going to be overlapped, so I'm just going to stick it down with some glue stick, and I'm going to put it about there, I think, slightly overlapping, so I will trim it there and there. How is everybody? I hope anybody who is in the northern United States is keeping safe and warm during this blizzard that they're having. Now, do you know what? I don't like those two together. So I'm actually going to take that off. I'm going to take that off and I'm going to replace it with this book page that I have also cut to size and inked. Let's have a bit of variety, shall we? This one is from the same paper I took this from, and I think it's just too similar. So let's put that on there, like that. Give that one a trim. I can always use the other bit on another piece once the glue is dry. Right, now I want this to go over there. Yes. There's dots around the star on the JJ Sketches design for this week. And although I'm not using the star, I think I might use some splatters, and I'm just umming and ahhing about, that's not straight, about at what stage I want to do the splatters. Now you see there's a banner that goes across, and I think I'll have the banner quite low. I think I'll splodge before I put the banner on. So let me just grab myself a paintbrush from up here. I've got one of these ones, but I'm just gonna squidge it to get it in this bottle. This bottle is acrylics with water. So instead of circles, we'll have splodges. I quite like those. I'm just going to blast them. So I'll put you on pause. Okay, should be dry now. So I'm going to stick this below the clock face, and I'm going to stick it down properly and not have it as a belly band this time. And I'm going to put that there. And then instead of having a star, I've got this nice big butterfly, which I'm going to stick, I think, at an angle. I'm going to stick it there. So put that there, give it a good squish down, and then I think I want to just put a scrappy outline around it. I don't really want it to be neat and tidy. I just want I'm hoping this is going to give it a bit of definition. There's so many things that go on, or challenges and collaborations that go on YouTube in the crafting community. It's quite difficult to catch up, isn't it? But I really want to join in all these things. I see them and they look like such fun that I want to join in. And so I'm going to start doing just that. See what I can find. Right, I also wish to just put some antennae on this butterfly, because I did in fact cut them off. Okay, now the other thing I have is I'd quite like this to be able to be pulled out. So I've cut with my whale tail punch a tab, which I will glue. Oh, good grief. Put half a ton of glue on this. If it doesn't stick, it's definitely not my fault. Right, I'm going to stick that. I'm just eyeballing the middle. And then finally, I've got this little butterfly here, which is just stamped onto brown paper, but it's actually quite thin paper. I just thought it might tie in the top, so I'm just bunging some ink on it, and we'll get the glue stick and we will stick that. Is it going to fit on there? Yes, it's going to fit on there just about. We'll stick that on there like that. And there is my third attempt at this week's JJ Sketches. I am not organised enough to remember what number this is, but I quite like that. Now, does it fit? Oh, look, you see that's sticking up. That's going to be a problem if it's going to sit in this. So let's just put a bit of wet glue down there. To make sure that stays down. Because this has got seams on the inside of it and I don't want them to catch. Oh, missed. And this, what are you catching on? You know what you do? Is you stick that down there. You find out where it's catching. And you move it about. And there it is, in its pocket. So, thank you for popping by. Always lovely to see you. And I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.